great players, they have a great organization, and you tell them one thing.
What is good, Raider Nation? It's your boy Raider Alex back with yet another video for you guys. Anybody that's new to the channel, you guys love Raider related content just like this, make sure to like, comment, subscribe to the channel. Also make sure to hit that bell notification, that way you get notified every time I post a video just like this one. Without further ado, let's jump right into the topic of this video. So Raider Nation, we just got breaking news on the whole quarterback situation after Jimmy Garoppolo has been announced that he will not start this week due to a back injury. And when it comes to this news, I think for most of us, we will be not excited by this report, and it's the fact that it looks like veteran Brian Hoyer will make the start for the Las Vegas Raiders this Sunday. An interesting fact is it's been 2,576 days since Brian Hoyer's last win as a starter in the National Football League back in October of 2016 when he was with the Chicago Bears. Now he'll be going against them. But my first initial reaction to this news was I'm very frustrated with this decision from Josh McDaniels. I'm not sure why he has little to no faith in Aidan O'Connell to go out there for us. But look, he chose to stick with the guy he knows and is more familiar with, the guy who has been in this offensive system for years now. Brian Hoyer came in last game in the second half, and he didn't play terrible out there, but he also didn't look very good in my opinion. He did have one deep throw where he was able to connect with Trey Tucker down the field, but besides that, it was a lot of thinking and dunking and a lot more conservative and a vanilla type of offense for the Raiders. And I think that's what we're banking on. That's what we're going to get this Sunday with Brian Hoyer being the quarterback out there. I think this offense is going to play it safe. They're going to bank on Josh Jacobs having a solid day on the run, and they're going to hope Brian Hoyer's experience can help this team move the ball. And I think most importantly is going to be not to turn the ball over. We saw with Aidan O'Connell, there's a lot of turnovers and interceptions, some fumbles, and although this seems to be the more conservative and the more safe approach when it comes to the quarterback, in my opinion, I think it's also very risky because Brian Hoyer really limits what you can do on this offense when it comes to putting points up on the board. He simply just isn't as good physically as Aidan O'Connell. I don't think he can make all the throws like a guy like Aidan O'Connell can do, but he does have a lot more experience in the National Football League and in the offense in general. So we're just going to have to hope he does a good job when it comes to taking care of the football and ultimately managing the game for us. And although we're going against a 1-5 team with their backup quarterback in the Chicago Bears, at the end of the day, points still are what win you games in the National Football League. And I still think the Raiders need to find a way to get at least 20 points on the board to win this game. I really do not want this team to rely on our defense trying to hold the Bears offense to 14 points or less, because although I've been pleased and excited with some of the things this defense has done this season, I still don't think they're a top 10 unit out there, and essentially a unit we can rely on to win us games week in and week out. They've done it the past 2 weeks, I'll give them that, but at some point this offense has got to step it up for this team, and I just hope we can do that with Brian Hoyer. Also, we know that our star wide receiver Davante Adams was just very frustrated last week, and a big part of that is because he knows this offense just needs to be a whole lot better in order to achieve greatness, and that's what he's striving for in his career, and not just scraping by wins. And a big part of this offense needing to be better has to do with getting Davante Adams involved. To me, it's unacceptable that we were only able to get him the ball 8 times throughout these last 2 games. Those numbers should easily be doubled in my opinion. So I really hope this team can find a way to get Davante Adams more involved, get him involved early, because without Adams being involved in the offense, it really just changes the entire dynamic for this team and for this offense. And lastly, this is just going to be a huge opportunity for our running back, Josh Jacobs. If we ever needed him to have a breakout game, to have over 100 yards, this will be the week to do so. I fully expect Josh Jacobs to get 25 carries or more, but the offensive line also has to do their job. They have to open up the holes for Jacobs to run through, and Jacobs has got to find a way to cook this Sunday, because Brian Hoyer to me is similar when it comes to Jimmy Garoppolo in the sense that they're both quarterbacks that are just not built to throw the ball 40 plus times because the run game is ineffective, and rely on them to throw you back into the ball game. Really, the play action pass and just in general having a well-balanced offense will be crucial to our team's success this coming Sunday against the Bears. But very disappointing news for me. I was expecting Aidan O'Connell was going to get the start out there. I was going to be very excited to see him out there, but they chose to go with Brian Hoyer. Let's hope Josh McDaniels is right about this. And one thing I will say, I mean, he better hope we get the victory on this one. We cannot afford to lose to a 1-5 team. And if Brian Hoyer looks bad out there, then, you know, the pitchforks are going to be coming out for Josh McDaniels even more than they've been in the early part of the season. But Raider Nation, let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below of the decision of going with Brian Hoyer as a starting QB. Let me know down below. With that being said, that's all I have for you guys in today's video. Anybody that's new to the channel, make sure to like, comment, subscribe. With that being said, I will see you guys in the next one.